I want you to imagine something. I want you to imagine that you want something so incredibly bad. You want it with everything in your being, right? It could be anything. Doesn't matter in this hypothetical. Taking it now would mean consequences dire that you don't even know yet. But you want it now. So, against your better judgment, you grab it, you take it, whatever it is. And eventually, you'll pay the price for it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Gateway to Geats, your weekly review video essay editorial thing about every episode of Kamen Rider Geats. Wahoo! I'm a funny little robot man who talks about a dude who dresses up like a fox. Why are there so many furries in my life? That's a question for another day. But hey, let's talk about the show. The DGP and ultimately the show has been talking about desires throughout a lot of it, whether it is an intentional part of the plot or if it is a thematic element that is just desires gets brought up a ton. And ultimately, another part of that is what you will do to achieve your desires, what you'll do to get them. And how some people are just tired of waiting. Fuck waiting. They want it now, and they can't call J.G. Wentworth. So they're gonna take it now, or they're gonna misplan their ideas and fall right on their face. Neon only needs one person left to get eliminated for her to win. We know she's the disaster, so what's her plan? Well, her plan now has another wrench in it, because with her new orders, she basically has to accomplish it or never get her desired world. She has to sabotage both of the other players, Keiwa and Ace. Well, eventually, she is able to get Keiwa pointing him in the wrong direction, an easy enough mistake to make, easy enough to explain away. And after that round, that's just what she's doing. They're eating in a restaurant, having a conversation. And Keiwa brings it up, hey, you pointed me in the wrong direction. And she goes like, oh, it was an honest mistake, all that kind of thing. And immediately starts pointing the fingers at Ace. Ace is duplicitous. Ace is a guy who will lie to your face. He is one who already has lied to Keiwa to get what he wants. He doesn't care about you. He's probably already planning your downfall, Keiwa. You know? It's a very succinct argument for Keiwa in the moment. However, she leaves, and a man walks up to her with something she left behind, basically saying that her duplicity will have consequences. I mean, it's not like she wants to lie. She's being forced and put into a situation, and ultimately, she's not the person to lie. She's too kind of a person, as we have seen. She's a hero, but they're forcing her to be a villain. In the second round, though, she fully frames Ace. Ace is aiming his gun at an enemy, and, well, she gets in the way, just convincingly enough to make it look like Ace fired upon her. They're having that discussion, pointing the fingers and all those kind of things, and Keiwa realizes Ace is too good. There's too many clues pointing to Ace. It can't be Ace. It's you, Neon. And he basically figures it out finally with the understanding that she never pointed the fingers at him. She was only ever trying to convince Keiwa it was Ace because Ace probably has it all figured out. So it's easier to trick him than try and fool the fox. In her last attempt to pin it on someone, she left way too many clues. But also, in fact, she may have already been kind of given what she wanted? I'll explain real quick. Side idea. Each of our main three characters' desires fundamentally revolve around the concept. Ace wants to find his mother, so he wants to find his family. And well, he gets really friendly and chummy with Neon and Keiwa. They hang out all the time, he seems to enjoy their company, almost like a found family. Keiwa wants peace, and ultimately, he's working on it right now. He's fighting as a Kamen Rider against this threat, as far as they know. He's fighting for peace. He's achieved his goal on a fundamental level. Neon wants the power to find her true love. And, well, the show has been doing a slight hints at the possibility that it might be Keiwa. She looks at him in admiration of his fundamental beliefs and so on, and of course they had the soon-off in this episode of Ace poking and prodding and them both going, they're not my significant other. That whole trope and gag. Maybe the DGP, I don't think it's going to be the DGP is the friends we made along the way, but maybe there is something there, some kind of concept, like your desires are within your reach, you know? I don't think it's going to be Wizard of Oz, Cowardly Lion, so it's an idea that kind of popped in my head while talking to this, you know? You know what also pops in my head? The fact that you, yes you, could leave a comment. What? A comment? Yes, a comment. They can be a discussion, and I will respond. I tend to respond to all the comments. Talk about what you liked in the show, talk about what you thought was interesting, things that I didn't bring up that you want to bring up, and you could also just tell me I'm an idiot. That's always a thing. Tell me ways I can improve the show in a general sense. I would love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe if you want to see this, these Geats videos and any other upcoming projects I have. Wink wink, nudge nudge, tap of the nose. And you can always follow me on my variety of social medias, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Tumblr, links all those in the description. And you can also go follow me on Twitch. I stream semi-regularly. I try to, at least. But with desires being within the reach of all our main characters in the DGP, no, it's not at reach. The Yamatos. Yes, I know. A horrible, horrible segue. The Yamatos aren't coming. It's like a couple days and they haven't arrived, and the Game Master's getting a little antsy. It's like, hey Gardner, if the bad guys don't come, the show's gonna tank in ratings, and that looks real bad on me. The Game Master's in a bind, and the Gardner could not be happier. As we see some plotting from the plant crew of basically they're keeping the Yamatos to agitate the DGP, hold on to their power essentially. So the Game Master, going like, shit, I need to do something entertaining, decides to make a new round involving himself. They have to play hide and seek, and they have to catch him. Simple enough, easy to understand. Oh, cool. It's something different, right? So, it's silly, it's wacky, it's meant to be. It's meant to be this dumb, goofy thing that he's pulling out of his ass, because that's all he wants to do, is he wants the show to keep going. He's not paying attention to anything. Ultimately, it is a game. It's a game and not a real threat, which is what the Yamatos have been, not necessarily becoming, but are being revealed to us that they are. The Game Master evades our heroes, and he eventually runs into the plant crew. They beat his ass, something severe, and they take his driver, and it's revealed to us that these drivers that the Game Masters use and the producer used are the keys to the creation goddess, the mythical figure that we've been told that gives the desires for the Desire Grand Prix. So, oh no, big oofs, fucky wuckies. Ace's superfan, though, he shows up, he transforms and says that he can't do it. You're ruining my show, bud. You're ruining my soaps. And that's when the episode ends. Ultimately, the Game Master let his fear of bad ratings looking bad on him it put him in trouble. He uses a tool that seems to be only for the most dire situations to alleviate his immediate wants. He wanted a show to be exciting. Let me use this big, powerful tool that shouldn't be used all the time to do it. Our previous Game Master, Grimori, basically only used the belt because he thought Ace was fundamentally going to damage the validity, the security of the DGP. And ultimately, by falling into this immediacy, this monkey brain want, he's given the plant crew exactly what they wanted. A key to their success. Anyone who did not jump the gun got what they wanted. The Jumato side played their hand calmly, coolly, and effectively, and got the tools and keys that they've been waiting for to get to the creation goddess. Keiwa didn't point fingers, was just playing along, got all the clues he needed to figure things out because he just stopped and took a second and paid attention. And Ace has probably had all this figured out fucking 3 episodes ago. And all he's waiting for is his plan to fall into place. You cannot force these things to happen, because if you do, you're gonna forget something. Something's gonna go wrong, and you're gonna fuck up somehow. But is this true for the DGP as a whole? Is this a fundamental concept of you cannot force your desires, and these desires that all these people have been winning, mostly Ace, are fundamentally flawed in some way? I mean, Ace wasn't able to get the one true desire he's wanted, to meet his mother, and everything else just seems to be fucking about. Maybe there's something there. Overall, this was a great episode, had some fun vibes. What did I write? I write these notes and then I do these videos, just behind the scenes, wahoo! H&S. What is H&S? Halls and Salts? No. What could that be? Fuck me if I know. Great acting on all fronts, and the plot is definitely going places. There's a lot of interesting things happening now. H&S. What could H&S be? I have no idea. None of the characters start with an H. If you can figure out what I fucking meant by great episode, fun vibes from H&S, please fucking tell me. I'm fucking lost. No, it's not lost. You guys, posting comments. You know right where to put them. You do know where to post the comments down below. Hey, I fucking 2 call to actions this video. Fucking get on my level. First up from Fish Pop, you kind of glossed over how Ned Sparrow was back, and it's not working with the Jumato. I guess he wasn't gone long enough for his return to be notable. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mention this, but he's here now. Ned Sparrow is back. Yeah, cool. Actor seems like a nice guy enough. Good acting. Playing basically Kira from Death Note. I mean, that's the vibes he gives off. I just think with this new style that I've been kind of going with, which is kind of like improv video essay, I focus less on the plot and much more on the themes and elements. So like thematically, he hasn't really been relevant. He's very much more on like a plot relevant dude. Yeah. So it's not really like I forgot him or it's like he's not important. It's just like it's not the thing I'm focusing on right now. We also have a comment from the one, the only, the Vacuuminator. This is gonna be, the next few are like all slightly long. I love how you guys just write little paragraph essays in my comments. They're really nice. I love reading them. Tragic irony may be legit in classic form of storytelling, but that doesn't change the fact that it didn't work for me in the moment. The way they set up disaster mechanic and my experience with previous writer shows had me expecting a big dramatic moment of betrayal with all and most of the other writers present, probably at the end of the episode. So to have it be revealed to us before the other characters felt rather disappointing to me. All that being said, the way that things turn in this episode did pull it back quite a bit for me, though I'd still prefer if they'd kept the shot last week more vague, maybe over the shoulder so we're not sure who it is picking up the card. Ultimately, I really liked where Lopo and Nago's friendship arc went, and I like the concept of Neon being Disaster and us knowing it before Geats and Tycoon, far more than it feels more personal. Though I did find it very odd that Lopo got to go into the room and had a 3 minutes heart-to-heart with Nago before disappearing when it was pretty much instant for all other players. Lol. Also, $10 says the gun prop is actually Geats' next power-up. Been seeing rumors about that coming soon. It's supposed to be gonna be Boost Mark II. You can't use paprika for every single dish. And here's the thing about the goodbye. I think it's just mostly because she was a good person. And, like, Tsumori kind of probably was like, hey, let's give her a minute to say goodbye. Because we all know this is a little fucked up. So, finally, how is this bet going to go? Because you bet $10, and it's not exactly that. It's a brand new writer. So, how is this going to hand out? Because you're kind of right. You're partially right. You're a little right. Tiny infinitesimal idea of right. Next up, from Sakura Tora. Some nuanced characterizations laid early and are starting to come to fruition, in my opinion. Perhaps Ace knows the game is suspect and is playing it as such. Is it really saving people when memories and lives are reset over and over for entertainment? He's been looking for his mother for so long and playing the game so many times now, it seems he knows until he uncovers the DGP, being a hero is futile. Keiwa might not know it, so he focuses on saving people in front of him. If he finds that his sister's been endangered for the sake of entertainment, he might have to consider Ace's question. Would he even care about the rest of the world if the two of them are happy? Neon, I wonder how far her wish will carry her. Will Sai self-sacrifice? I'm hoping she'll start to realize what she wants is there if she focuses on relationships around her. Don't know her endgame for the DGP, perhaps that's just where her father comes in. And Michinaga, if he actually ends the player's life and sees him being used as fertilizer in the garden, what will his reaction be? It definitely feels like Ace is playing a very, very long game in terms of just everything in the DGP. Especially because like he's just really prevalent at predicting most moves, you know? And I definitely love Chaos character growth. It's coming a lot, and I think a lot of it's going to be like focused in on just what is peace. You know, is peace quiet afternoons? Is peace not people not having to fight for their lives? What is peace, Keiwa? That's a question I think the show is going to start asking a little bit more. And Neon is definitely going through a lot. Because you can see all the stuff that she's done in this round and all the things she's did and all the stuff she does this episode. And it's just like she is starting to realize that, oh, I'm fucking over my friends. This sucks. And all that kind of stuff. And I wouldn't say like the show is saying Keiwa and Neon are going to get together. I think it's like, I think it's also just like they're trying to show that her relationships she has made now under her own power are good and valid relationships. They're good friends. There is a lot of moving parts with all of the characterization in the show, and it's really nice to see. And finally, from Esconde, stoked that it ended up being a fake out with the Zastar card. Looks like Yuya Takahashi cooked. Daichi feels more fun to me as an antagonist on the Jumato team. his intel being utilized well, and finding common ground with Michinaga, because both of them are willing to do whatever it takes to get their ideal world. Can't wait to see the rest of the team fill out with hopefully more members that rival, contrast the main team. Nage feels like he'll be a rival to Keiwa like Michinaga is to Ace. Miriam's debut as Gazer was also excellent. The man was hardly breaking a sweat and even took the time to wipe mud off his helmet. The zombie buckle making Buffa survive death a second time was equally impressive. Jesus. Lastly, while this isn't related to the episode, have you gotten a chance to listen to the character songs for the cast? Keiwa's is really catchy in my opinion, has some surprising dark laughter at the end. Yeah, great fake out. Love the fake out. It feels like an earned fake out, you know, because you spend the whole episode thinking that she's the disaster, and then just the second act twist of like, I know you're the disaster, and it's like, oh shit, you recontextualize the entire episode. It's great. It does the twist right. That's how you do a twist in a story. It makes you want to go back and see like all the hints and everything. It's good. And I think Ned Sparrow works really well in the Jamato team, just because he was already very antagonistic to begin with, and now he can just go full on wahaha bad guy. And yeah, the producer kicked ass. He's great. I feel like we haven't seen the full breadth of what he can do and all that stuff, but yeah, he was great in this episode. And yeah, no, I have not listened to those songs yet, but let's put a little pin in that idea, and I'll do a point 5 sometime in the future talking about them. So yeah, let's look forward to that, everybody. But that's it for this episode of Gateway to Geats. Hey, did you like this video? Give it a like. Do you want to enter the discussion? Leave a comment, do all those kind of things. Subscribe to the channel to see more reviews of Geats as they come out, and other videos. Hint, hint, finally, something is coming. I have been working on it for a while. As always, go follow me on my social media accounts. Links are in the description. And go follow me on Twitch. I stream semi-regularly. Yay! I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed that last episode of Geats. Till next time, stay Geatsing.